Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Shayla. This is your first time here. I talk about motherhood, I talk about pregnancy. We do things kind of natural, kind of eco-friendly, kind of hippie, kind of granola, kind of that. I'm on Instagram, Hey Shayla. I have a podcast, Hey Shayla. And I have some shirts that say Grow Good Humans. They say Mama. They say Midwest Mama. They're very cute. If you're into that, you can go to heyshayla.com/shop. Today, I was scripting a video, low waist swaps. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna put on some overalls, give me a little cute little outfit thing here. And I'm gonna clean up my house a bit. Not gonna clean it up as much as I should, but I've been very conscious in the past few, I don't know, years about trying to do swaps to reduce waste. And so I wanted to share some of those with you. And some of them are eco-friendly swaps. Some of them are just like low waste swaps. Some of them, we're gonna walk around the house and I'm gonna show you some of these swaps that I have. That's it. Let's do it. Let's start in baby stuff. If you followed me for any amount of time, you know that we cloth diaper. We do like an 80-20 cloth diapering system. So basically we cloth diaper when we're at home to save the world and to save some money. So it was super intimidating at first to like figure out how to cloth diaper. But once you figure it out, it's literally easier. Like you don't have to keep refilling disposable diapers and filling up your trash can and going to get all the things. Let me put on my overalls real quick here. This is like my mom uniform when I'm not wearing leggings. I'm wearing these overalls. So here's what I'm gonna show you. I'm trying to be quiet because she's napping. I got this random thing. This is what I use to hold the cloth diapers in. We use these. If you need any information on cloth diapers, I have quite a few videos talking about like the different kinds. We use disposable diapers at night. For the baby. Aaliyah is like almost potty trained at night but still has some accidents, and I was using disposables with her just because we had been since she was a baby, and I was like, this is silly. So now we put her in a cloth because she hardly ever is wet at night. And then we use disposables like when we leave the house or if I know that she's going to take a really long nap. Then the other thing that we use are, sometimes we don't use these all the time, but we also have wipes. They're just like this. They're just little cloth wipes. We also do elimination communication, which means that I put her on the potty to see if she has to go. I just dab her dry with this and then put on a new diaper. Then they're washed. Sometimes I'll use them as like nose wipes, or I'll use burp rags as nose wipes instead of like Kleenexes. Like a hanky, like an old-fashioned hanky. So we'll go on a walk and I'll have like a burp rag hanging out of my pocket. Some people, when they get into this, like start doing reusable toilet paper. I'm not that person. I'm not that deep into it yet. And then makeup wipes. So I was using like Burt's Bees makeup remover, and I would remove all my makeup and then do this thing, and then I bought these. These are actually remarkable. I'll do a whole blog post so you have all the links of all of these. These are amazing because it literally takes off all your makeup. It's pretty incredible. So I'll just do this and then I'll put on, I have a really simple face care routine that I do, but I just wipe this off, use this instead of all those wipes. I basically just tried to think of like, what am I using one of all the time? And makeup wipes were one. So when the bag ran out, I got these. If there's one thing that needs to be clean in my house, it's the kitchen. That's it. Look at, I just got these ceramic plates. They're so cute. Mora ceramic. They're adorable and they're affordable on Amazon. The baby's sleeping literally on the other side of that wall, so I'm hoping that this does not wake her up. Well, here's one. Stashers. These things are phenomenal. At first glance, you're like, they're really expensive, but they're as much as like a whole thing of Ziploc bags, and you literally just stick them in the dishwasher and wash them, and then you can reuse them as many times as you want. You can get chalk pens, and like I wrote AJ on there, and it wipes off if I wipe it off, and you don't want to put them inside out. I did that for a while. Apparently that's not good for them. So stashers are a big one for food, or just like glass bins. Do you have a husband that cuts his food on the lid? Can you see that? If there's one thing in my house that needs to be done, it's the dishes. That's like my one thing. And just like a general cleanup of the house, but for sure the kitchen and the dishes. And it's easy because I have like 2 countertop spaces. So I'm like, I just start on one countertop, clear it, do the other countertop, clear it, done. Replacing plastic things with bamboo things. For example, a bamboo spatula. Seth doesn't love this as much as plastic because it doesn't come to quite a point as a plastic one does, so it's a little bit harder to flip the eggs. Our kitchen is pretty small, so I've made this cute, I'll tell you about this in a second, but I've made these cute little hooks so I can like hook. This is dirty. So I can hook things on there, and then saves a little bit of space. So there's a company called Ridwell that will take soft plastics. And I didn't know this. So basically recycling isn't as effective as we think it is. And if you are a guesser recycler like I am, where I'm like, I think this is recyclable, and I throw it in the recycling, I guess that's problematic. Don't know a lot about this other than all of the experts that I've talked to are like, yeah, recycling is not the way to go. Composting is the way to go. And this Ridwell thing is pretty cool because they're very specific about what they take, and you have to pay for it, so it's an extra service. But me and like a few neighbors all pooled together to do it. And so you put all the soft plastics in it. Okay, does anyone else like keep these weird little jars? I'll be like, I had some jelly and I bet I can find a use for this. And then I keep it because it's cute. Now I have all these weird glass jars everywhere. And sometimes I'm like, I'm glad I kept that because I definitely had a use for that. And other times I'm like, why I have 5 glass jars up here? Cloth towels, paper towels. We have paper towels because Seth likes to use them on his toast in the morning. And I found like, there's sometimes when I need them, like when I have guests over, I don't know if I'm self-conscious or there weren't clean ones or something, I'm not sure. But I just cleaned them all. So let's go back to the clean clothes in the living room. They look like this. And you can find lots on Etsy. Again, I will link these because I think they're adorable. I would maybe get a darker color just because this can stain a little bit. I'll find a couple and show you what we do with them. They're called like untowels or something. I don't know. My friends have ones that are just dark gray, and they convinced me because they just handed one to their kid, one to my kid, and that was that. And it was so simple. Like, here's another hanky for the nose. I also have microfiber cloths. These are for like more of like a cleaning. This is for like what you would do with a paper towel. This was like a barrier for me. I was like, I'm not gonna roll these paper towels all the time. It doesn't take that long and I do it. So you have whatever your last roll was, you literally just roll it on here, bring it back to the beginning. It's really that easy. And then when you need a paper towel, you just grab one of these. Bada bing, bada boom. I waste so much less paper towel. And then I just throw it on. And then when you need one, you just grab it. I wouldn't advise, look at how messy this is. I wouldn't advise putting it over your oven. It has fallen. And Seth is like, one lit on fire, so I threw it away. I was like, wow, that is wasteful, but okay. But I really like those, and there's like 12 of them, and I was like, is that gonna be enough? It's enough because you use it for like the day, or like I'll use it and then just kind of like leave it up to dry if I just like used it to wipe off her face or something after they eat. Composting. This is my really advanced baby, like, whatever. This is my compost bin. It's nothing fancy. It's actually supposed to attach to my garbage can, but I don't have this brand garbage can, so it doesn't work, so it just goes under my sink. And I compost food. My city has a composting bin that you like then put it in, so I get these compostable compost bags because my compost was smelling really bad, and my neighbor was like, if you get those bags, then the squirrels like don't try and get in your bin, it doesn't smell as bad. I was like, rightio. But those are things that we do. And then for recycling, this is a reusable liner. I was just using the bin that it was in, but then the bin broke and sometimes wet stuff is in there. So now I put this in the recycling. So then we just dump it out and then we can wash this thing. I don't do it for trash bags, but I do it for the recycling bin. Here's another one. So I like getting the bigger things to refill your soap. I was on the fence because I had a plastic soap dispenser and then it broke. And I was like, all right, well now it's time to get an official refillable one. So I just got this. But before that I was just using the pump that I bought initially and then was refilling it with these things. My dishwasher soap is Blue Land soap, dishwasher soap, and I really love it. It looks like this. So there's no plastic or anything around it. It's just that little nugget that you throw in the dishes. Works really well. I also use Branch Basics. This is really cool actually. This is the concentrate for everything. Window cleaner. This is all water except for like 2 drops of this. It's kind of remarkable and it works really well. I was like, how well can it work if you only got 2 drops in there? It works really well. Your hand soap, your window wash, your laundry soap, and like your cleaning spray for everything else, just with this concentrate. They sent me the initial one and I got a plastic one. I would have bought a glass one just because, I don't know, that's nicer. Here's what another one looks like. So this is the all-purpose. You see it says fill up to water here and then soap there, and then that's the mix. It's really cool. I think it's pretty awesome. So I use that for laundry, my mirrors, and it's all non-toxic. I have a permanent donation box downstairs. when I am done with something that's still in good condition, I'll just put it in that box. And then when that box gets full, I bring it to the donation place. I don't think too much about where I donate it. I just get it out of my house. Obviously, like refillable water bottles. Do people use plastic water bottles anymore? Is that a naive question? I just feel like that's really outdated to use actual water bottles. I have this giant refillable. It's a half gallon. Oh, that goes to another one. Filtered water is something that I've learned is like really important. I love, we have Clearly Filtered. I am an affiliate with them, so if you want to try it, it's HEYSHAYLA.com/clearlyfiltered. I've got my mom hooked. I've got my sister. My sister uses it for her diffuser in her room because it filters all the water. My mom says the water tastes different. I fill that thing up like multiple times a day because I'm filling up a gallon of water. My kids they drink so much water, but that is a really good way. If you're using plastic water bottles because of your water condition or something, you can just filter your water and then put it in a plastic one. One of my last videos was sponsored by Water Drop. They have this really cute coffee cup. Reusable stuff, man. Like this, you can get in a bamboo, so it's not plastic. My toothbrush heads, I've been looking at getting bamboo ones instead of plastic ones because those plastic, every toothbrush you've ever used is sitting somewhere. Every diaper that's ever been thrown away is sitting somewhere. And you start to like inventory, like what are the things that I'm using one time and then throwing away? And then try and replace those with reusable ones. You're gonna have to wash things. You're gonna have to wash cloth diapers. You're gonna have to wash your makeup removers. You're gonna have to wash the towels, but it just like helps with waste so much. And there's still so much that I can improve on, for sure. Like obviously this is a continuous thing like this. I just tried this deodorant. It's called Public Goods. A friend of mine had an extra one. I ran out of my deodorant. Deodorant, I feel like, is so personal. Like even the two of them were like, we've both tried Public Goods. I love it. She hates it. I think it works really well. This is my shower. This is my shampoo, and the conditioner is exactly the same. I was hesitant to buy those because I was like, they're not gonna lather. It's not gonna be that great for, I love them. I love them. So I will also link those below because I can't remember the name of them. But I bought them at a low waste shop in Minnesota called Tear Market. You can buy it from them online if you want to support a small business, but that way there's no plastic at all. It comes in like a cardboard thing that you recycle. If you're looking for a meal service, Cook Unity is a great one because they don't use cardboard at all. They use a bag that they drop off the meals in. Then when they pick them up, they take the bag and give you a new bag. I love it because I don't have to get rid of the cardboard because that's a lot on recycle day. So just like thinking about the things that you are using a lot and try to figure out their swaps. This is kind of an all over the board, like low waste, clutter, eco-friendly swaps. But as far as clutter goes, I had to check myself on things that I was bringing in. So I'm like ordering on Amazon all the time and packages are arriving and I'm like, why do I have so much stuff? It's because you're not getting rid of things. And Dana White said that there's a container, her container theory. She's like, this is not groundbreaking news, but a container is meant to contain. So if you have a container for straws, you can't have any more straws than what's in that container. Straws is a weird example, but just go with me here. So she's like, I take all the straws, I put in my favorites, and then I put in a couple more, and whatever doesn't fit in that container goes. It gets donated, it gets sold, it gets out of my house. And I think that's a really good idea. So like your closet is a container. If you've got an overflowing closet, you know that you need to like start getting rid of some things. If you get a new jacket, get rid of your old jacket. Like try to keep things at a minimum because I tried to be like a minimalist because when I was traveling full time, I had a backpack and that was all of my possessions. Now I look around my house and I'm like, how did this happen? So I tried to be like, I need to get rid of everything. But that's just not realistic where I am right now. We did try to minimize the toys because that is a clutter thing and I keep seeing like the less toys they have, the more they play with them, and I agree with that. Another thing is like used clothing. So hand-me-downs, going to Goodwill to look for clothes for me, for the kids. I'm gonna do like a mud kitchen in the back, which is just a workstation. I don't know why they call it a mud kitchen, but if you look it up, you can find it. I'm literally just gonna build a table where she can like, it can be a kitchen, it can be a workstand, it can be whatever. And then I'm gonna go to Goodwill and buy old pots and pans, plastic shot glasses that she can use as like cups, odds and end things that she can play with and make believe. I don't know, I just want us to be outside more. So I'm excited to make that space. I'm excited to go get all this stuff used because it's just gonna be sitting in the dirt outside. That's all I got for now. And I did it before the baby woke up, so I feel really good about this. If you guys have any tips for things that you've done as far as doing zero or low waste for eco-friendly swaps or for decluttering tips, I would love to hear them in the comments. If you like this video, please like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.